sometimes we have groups of people that have come in for the past year and a half. And sometimes the energy's off. It could be really cold weather, all of a sudden the snow and the ice from this past weekend or whatever it may be. And sometimes the energy's low down. What's your favorite trick to get the energy back up if they're just not responsive? Everybody's just kind of down from their day.
Yeah, it's a great question.
Yeah.
You know, and I love how you said weather, because I believe the coach brings the weather inside. Okay, team, welcome. I've got Coach Abby Chu. Her name is Abigail Chu. She's a coach out of South Carolina. She's visiting the headquarters today. We're happy to have her, and we're going to see what's on her mind. Hey, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Yes, glad to have you. Hey, let's start with, give us your background. Tell us what your career is outside of coaching.
Yeah.
And what got you interested in this. Go for it.
Yeah. So I'm a doctorate in athletic training. So I'm currently working in the industrial setting. I see ages anywhere between 18 to 78 is my oldest employee right now. We work in the paper industry. So you wouldn't think that there's healthcare over in the paper industry, but I bring a lot of the kickboxing stuff into there too. Warming up for hard working days, stretching, and then getting them moving. I like to add some of that stuff into their daily encounters. But I started with ILKB and Hurricane Martial Arts Center back in November 2024. I just moved down here from Indianapolis, and I met your brother Kevin, and I started taking his ILKB courses back in about September. And then we started seeing how much I was enjoying the classes, how much I really enjoyed what the program was about. And he had come to me and said, do you have any interest in starting the coaching program? I was like, I would love to.
Yeah.
I love the energy. I love the classes and the group that we had made. I have a really good friend group there. Moving down from Indianapolis to South Carolina, it was hard to make friends around here, but ILKB is kind of how I got my initial friend group down here. So that's how I started. Yeah.
Like, come on, us Southerners, we're not hard to make friends with. Come on now. I mean,
I had to learn how to speak Southern English when I moved down here.
I hear you.
Understanding the different accents and buggy got me. We call it a shopping cart.
A grocery buggy?
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, that
That threw
tricky.
me off.
So let's back up. So you work for a company. It's a paper mill type company, and it's physical.
Yes.
And so you working with people on how to keep them healthy and from stretching and warming up and things like that before they get out and do the hard labor.
Proper ergonomics, how to lift things correctly, how to stand up and squat, how to put things overhead. A lot of the workouts that we do, like the dynamic warm-ups, are things I have them do before they even start their shift in the morning. 6:30 a.m. we're up there warming up, doing some high knee marches and things like that, just get them limber.
Yeah, I like it. Now you just got to pull them into the class to put some gloves on, right, and go, right?
Yeah, we've had a couple people come try the courses out, actually.
Oh, good. Or we could just put some bags at the business.
Yes.
And run a lunchtime class or a morning class. And
they would love to hit something during lunchtime.
Easy. That's all we need to coach today, folks. We're done. We know what we're going to do next. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, Abby, tell me what's going great. What do you think? You know, you're winning. We're winning. We're doing well. What's happening well in the class?
I think right now the biggest thing I've noticed is the community that we've built around ILKB. We have a lot of mothers. We have a lot of working families that if you don't have somebody at home to help watch the kids, and both of you want to come to an ILKB class, so what are you going to do with the kids? And at least at our location, it's really easy to just bring the kids. A lot of people bring their kids. They play over there on the side by the chairs, and both parents are there kicking it, having a great class.
That's cool.
We've had a lot of the kids who have started learning, doing how to do some of the kicks. You can see them on the sidelines. And that's probably been the biggest win, is the community that you've built, just not only with the parents and the adults, but the kids around there, because then those kids want to start doing the same thing that mom and dad are doing.
Yep.
You bring that home, you start doing those things at home, and you keep them active, you keep them entertained, and then they look forward to coming to these ILKB.
So I think it's a community, family type deal.
I would say so, for sure.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and that's when you start getting people coming back, because I think one of the biggest daunting tasks is for single parents who don't have anybody to watch their kids. And I would love to do your ILKB classes, but I just can't do childcare. And you tell them, hey, bring the kids, come have fun and see if you enjoy it. And then all of a sudden, it's not as daunting and scary anymore, and they just keep coming back.
Your facility's set for that pretty well, right?
Yes.
Not all of them probably are.
Right.
But that's a benefit you guys have.
Oh, yeah.
And those kids are going to be future members.
Yeah, and a lot of them actually take karate now.
Yeah. And just so everyone knows here, Abby teaches at a martial arts school, so she teaches 1 day a week in the evenings. I think 8 o'clock at night.
Yes.
Is your class at a martial arts school? So there are a lot of kids around, families around doing martial arts, but your class is mainly a lot of women, a lot of females,
Yes.
right?
Yep. And I would say too, another thing that is really helping the program is having different times for classes. We have the 9 a.m. on Saturday, we have the 12 on Tuesday, Thursday, and then the 8 p.m. classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right.
But with the paper mill, we have shift workers who work 12-hour shifts. And that 12 o'clock class is actually the one that they can make, because 8 o'clock, they're asleep getting ready to come to work for the next shift. So that 12 o'clock class, even though it's awkward, you normally think that people work the 9 to 5. Having that option's been huge, just to give them the chance to come for class.
12 noon.
Yes, 12 noon.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, so strategically placing classes throughout the day that someone could get to.
Yes.
Right? Perfect. I love it. I love it. So Abby, how can I help you with your coaching or your career in fitness? What's on your mind?
Yeah. So actually, I think my first question for you is, when you're having brand new people come out for their first class and they're looking at everybody and they're seeing how active everybody is, how do you convince them that all they have to do is start one day, just start and see where they go?
Yeah, that's a great question. First off, we have to be very careful, because kickboxing, the word itself, can be intimidating. You say kickboxing and it's like, that's why one of the reasons we purchased this brand, because the heart in ILoveKickboxing lowers the intimidation when you see it.
Yes.
When you see the logo, it's like, oh, it's a heart on it. How bad can it be, right? I mean, come on. So that's one of the reasons we like the name. Of the brand, but you still battle it. You still battle intimidation, right? And this is one of the reasons why we give people a fighter name when they come in, because we want them to smile.
Yeah.
We want them to laugh. We want them to relax.
Yes.
Right? So I think when they come in, and prior to when they come in, you can do some things that tell them, hey, we're gonna sweat a little bit. You're gonna learn a lot, but we're here to have fun. We're not here to, you're not gonna. What you don't want is they're so sore they can't walk the next day, right? We call it car wreck sore. You don't want them car wreck sore. So what are the things you try to do? And I'll tell you the answers. What are the things we try to do to give for every person to do their first visit? Number one, I want them to get through the workout. They got to make it. If they don't make it all the way through, the odds of them signing up saying, this is for me, are very low.
Yeah.
So if they have to stop a lot, or they feel like they just can't make it and everybody else is bouncing around like crazy, they're going to feel like, this is not for me. So we have to make it feel like this is for them. So we have to, before asking them some questions like, do you work out currently? Tell me about that. What do you do? And I want to kind of gauge and that'll give you a good question. On a scale from 1 to 10, what kind of physical shape do you think you're in right now? And if they say, oh gosh, 10, I'm a killer, then you know what they're thinking. They think they're in pretty darn good shape, right? So when you see them trying some things, you let them go, because you heard them say, I'm in great shape. But if they're like, oh my gosh, I haven't worked out, I'm coming from couch to this.
Yes.
Then you know in their head, they're not very confident. They're probably not we can't go very hard. We just want them to make it through and have fun. So I think before the workout, having this little conversation about, what are you doing for your workouts now?
Yeah.
What's worked for you in the past? Do you have any injuries I need to know about? That little conversation, it takes 30 seconds to have it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have it, you just throw them in, you have no clue what they're thinking their fitness level is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you need to know where their head is. So asking the question of, on a scale from 1 to 10, what kind of condition do you think you're in? If you had to run to the car right now and come back, could you do it? Oh yeah, so that's going to give you a great gauge. And then work through the workout. If the workout isn't very hard, but they make it and had fun and had a connection with the coach, they're more likely to stay.
Okay.
If the workout is too hard and they still had a connection, but it's too hard, the odds of them coming back go way down. So you have a better shot of giving them a easier workout. And just building rapport, building connect, let them know they can do it. Celebrate the first time victory at the end of the class. You gotta know who's your first timer, first day fighter.
Yep.
And celebrate them at the end of the class.
Yes.
Right. And if they want to do the brag board, I crushed my first workout, do it.
Yep.
Some people are doing strategies like taking a photo while they're working out and texting it to them later.
Okay, I like that.
Maybe not sneak it,
Yeah.
but tell them, do you mind if I get a snapshot and I'll send you later and you can send it to your friends and they can print it out and throw darts at it? Just kidding.
Whenever they look cool, yeah.
But anyway, or I've heard of some people wearing those meta glasses and getting snapshots throughout the class.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to do that, but surprising the customer with a snapshot of them or something while they're doing something kind of fun is also another cool way to do it. But it's a great question. And, the goal of the first session is get them through the workout with success. They don't get injured, they sweat a little bit, and they have a great time. If you do that, you're going to win.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah? Got it?
I think another question I have for you too is, sometimes we have groups of people that have come in for the past year and a half, and sometimes the energy's off. It could be really cold weather, all of a sudden the snow and the ice from this past weekend, or whatever it may be, and sometimes the energy's a little down. What's your favorite trick to get the energy back up if they're just not responsive, everybody's just kind of down from their day?
Yeah, it's a great question. Yeah. And I love how you said weather, because I believe the coach brings the weather inside.
Okay.
So if your energy's down, guess what? The class energy is going to be down. So you have to bring the weather and, really, really counter what's happening outside, whether it's wet, real weather or, something crazy in the news or, who knows, right? Political mess happening. You have to be able to turn that around. And the way I do that is I pump the music up a smidge louder.
Yeah.
And I love to do different drills, like instead of just the bag drills, do the line drill, get them in lines and do it where they're moving more, like running around, doing the exercise here, coming back. And if you go on YouTube, we have a great class strategy exercise video about how to do line drills, or no more than 5 in a line.
Okay.
And they're running and high-fiving each other more. And that's going to pick the energy levels up. You need it loud. You need high fives happening. You need energy. You need people run. You need movement. Movement is energy, right? So that's how I would do it.
Yeah.
And it'll shock them out of there.
I love that idea, changing up the monotony, because sometimes people come in and they think it's going to be the same class.
Exactly.
That's why we really like the equalizer bar classes. They look forward to those.
Strength classes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different. And it's a different toy.
Yes.
Right? As a kid, it's playing. But when you're an adult, it's training, right? Isn't that funny? But we're really just playing around, right?
Somebody told me the other day they thought it was going to be so daunting because it looks like a big contraption. They felt it and they're like, it's super light. I'm not going to be sore the next day.
Yeah.
And then they realized how much of a workout it can be, and they loved it.
They're fun. I tell you, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But mix up your class strategy just to shake things up. You teach once a week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you my wife teaches yoga once a week.
Okay.
And she has about 3 set classes that she just runs over and over. Nobody says, "Oh, it's not different," but they're very. I mean, they're the same for her 3, but they're different to the consumer.
Yes.
Right, but she's got them nailed down really good, and each 3 is different theme, different playlist, different all this. You could have Abby runs, 3 or 4 classes, then she just rotates through those and just those formats, and that's your theme.
Yeah.
That you nail down really good. But
I like that.
But yeah, mix it up.
I'm gonna have to work on that for sure.
Add partner drills.
Yep.
We've got another video. We just came out with partner drills on YouTube as well. Take a couple rounds, do partner drills, then 6 on the bag. So you're 8 rounds in the middle.
Yeah.
2 partner, 6 bag. 3 partner, 5 bag. Line drills for half the class, and then partner drills half the class. You can mix that. You can mix and match like that. It's called a mashup class, right? You're just going to mash up some of the different techniques you've learned, classroom management techniques, and change it up. Okay. And that's what you need to do. Yeah.
This is why I was really excited to talk to you.
It'll keep the energy up.
Yeah.
And it's fun for you.
Yes.
Because it's different, right? It's different. Yeah. When coaches get bored, then the people get bored. You got to stay excited. You got to stay excited. Yeah.
Yeah. I think my last question I had for you is, there's so many different levels of experience of athleticism or just the passion that they have that day, because what I tell all of our athletes is 1% better every day is still progress. And that 1% is different than yours or his or mine. And it's going to be different for me tomorrow than it was yesterday. Yeah. And I think one of the things that a lot of people struggle with is, do I have to get the technique perfect, or does that make me a failure? And I try to talk to them about that and say, hey, technique itself is something that you're going to work on for the next couple years of your entire life. But what do you tell people when they seem like they're getting down and they're wanting to bring their best foot forward every day and they feel like they're not? How do you get their energy back up when it's something so personal to them without making it such a big thing in class?
Are they feeling discouraged, do you think?
Yeah, things like round kicks, I think, can kind of get people, their balance may be off. Maybe it's something that we have a couple people that had surgery a couple years back and then they never fully got back there and they just want to be part of something with this class. They should leave class sometimes feeling a little bit down. How do you balance that?
Yeah, that's a great question. First off, 1% of the day, if you did that every day, you're 365% better. So it's like, whoa, I mean, your whole life would change, right? So I love the strategy because 1% doesn't sound like a lot. But, you know, I think the two words that come to mind for me are fun and fitness. And I want people in this program to understand it's about having fun and getting in shape. Are your techniques ever going to be perfect? Probably not, right? And they don't have to be, as long as you don't get injured. You're doing it well enough to not get injured. But what comes with, but to get them better, it takes real time. And people I know, we're Americans and we want to have it today, and we're impatient. But let's be honest, a year of time training twice a week is really not that long, right? I mean, in the big grand scheme of things, it's not. I mean, I'm still every day learning. I've been doing this my whole life, and I'm tweaking things and doing things. So I think just letting them know that, hey, as long as you're showing up and giving it your best every day, you will improve. The reps will get there. You will get there. You just need more reps.
Right.
You need more time. You know, that's all it is. You're not going to be Bruce Lee tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right? I want to be. But my gosh, I mean, you know, I study Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've been doing it about a year and a half. I want to be a ninja tomorrow at it, but I know that's not happening. You know, it's not going to happen. So it's just, you know, a little expectation. I have to realign myself and say, you know what, it's not going to happen overnight. I want the technique right, and I want to do it right. But and as a coach, just encourage that. That's all you got to do. There's really no quick fix on that. It's just setting their expectations.
Yeah.
And just awarding, I think the key is awarding the behaviors you want, which is attendance. I need them to just show up.
Yeah.
I'll motivate you when you get here as a coach, but I need you to show up, right? So celebrating their milestones with 10 workouts to 25 workouts to 50 workouts and making that a big deal.
Yeah.
Because you know how hard it is to go to a place every week. You know, when I see someone hold up 100 workout sign, I'm like, holy smoke, they came to my business 100 times. I don't even think I've been to the grocery store 100 times, guys. Have you been to the grocery store? I don't even know if I've been to there 100 times. It's an amazing accomplishment to go to the same place every week. I mean, that's serious, right? So, so encourage those.
The little wins.
It's all about showing up. Right?
I like that.
Just showing up. It's not about being perfect on the mat, being perfect in the ring. It's about showing up every time. You're giving it all you got. And some days you're going to feel better than others. It's just life, right?
1% always looks different.
You got it. You got it. What else, Abby? Easy?
I think that's everything I got for you.
Keep coaching. You're doing amazing. This is Abby Chu. If you ever come to South Carolina, let's do one of her classes, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Keep up the good work,
Thank you.